The power of gratitude. Big changes don't happen all at once. They grow from tiny actions, day after day, word by word. In a busy city full of loud car horns, people rushing across streets, and tall buildings touching the sky, there was a 25-year-old woman named Alara. She was just like everyone else. Nothing special. She wasn't the best worker at her small office job, where others always seemed to shine. She wasn't the happiest among her friends, who laughed and lived loudly. Nobody noticed her when she walked into a room. Her life was plain. A tiny old apartment shared with a roommate. A job that barely paid the bills, and days that felt heavy with mistakes. Even though she tried hard, she always felt alone and sad. At night she scrolled through her phone, seeing friends post about fun trips to beaches or mountains or parties in cool places. At work her co-workers got promotions and cheers. Meanwhile, Alara counted every dollar to pay off loans and bills. Comparing herself to others made her feel stuck, like she was sinking in quicksand. Why am I always behind? She asked herself in the dark, staring at her ceiling. Why keep trying when I'm never happy? The idea of giving up followed her like a shadow. One cool evening she visited her grandmother, Leela, in a quiet nursing home outside the city. Leela, with her white hair and kind eyes, sat at a small desk writing a thank you note to a neighbor who'd helped with groceries. Her pen moved slowly, filling the page with careful words of thanks. Alara slumped in a chair, tired from another boring day. Gran, why bother writing that? She asked. It's just a note. They won't care. Leela looked up with a gentle smile. One thank you seems small, dear. But many thank yous can change everything. It's not about big things. It's about warming your heart a little. Each time those words hit Alara, like a bright light in the fog. For the first time she saw something clear. Happiness didn't come from big wins or luck. It came from saying thanks for the little things. Every single day. That night, Alara couldn't sleep. The picture of her grandmother's note stayed in her head. Maybe she didn't need to wait for something huge to feel better. Maybe small steps were enough. The next morning, she grabbed an old notebook from her messy table. She wrote one line: thank you for a new day. It felt weird, almost silly. But when she closed the notebook, she felt a tiny bit lighter, like a weight had lifted. The next day, she wrote another thank you for her morning coffee. Then the day after, for a stranger who held the door. A month later, the woman who always grumbled had a notebook full of thankful words. It wasn't just about writing. It was proof that small thanks added up to big changes. Life didn't get easy though. Bills still came, work was still tough, and her friends didn't get it. Writing thank yous, that's cute, but it won't help, one friend laughed over coffee. You need a real plan, Alara. Some days she was too tired to write. Other times a voice in her head said, this is pointless, you're still broken alone. But she thought of her grandmother's note, line by line. One thank you is small. She'd repeat, but many thank yous change everything. So she kept going. Months passed. Then seasons. At first, she didn't see the difference, but others started to her. One thank you a day became two. Then more. She began to notice good things. The smile of a coworker, the smell of rain. She started saying thank you at work, to teammates for their help, to the janitor for cleaning. The office felt friendlier. People smiled back. She wrote thank you notes to friends. Not texts, but real notes. Her friendships grew stronger, more real. Her thankful habit turned into actions. She helped at a local food bank, and it made her heart full. Things she thought were impossible, like feeling happy, having good friends, or finding peace, started to happen, not because of a big break, but because she kept saying thanks. Years went by her 30s. Alara wasn't the quiet, sad woman anymore. Her kind attitude got her a better job at work, leading a team that liked her warmth. Her friends became a close group, always there for each other. She started a small blog called Thankful Days, sharing her story and ideas for others to try. One day she got an email asking her to speak at a big meeting about staying strong, nervous but brave. She stood in front of a crowd. The woman who used to doubt herself now spoke to inspire others. Happiness doesn't come from big moments, she said. It comes from small thank yous. You get 24 hours every day. Use 1 minute to say thanks, and it can change your life. Say thank you to someone. Write down one good thing. Start small, but don't stop. Small words make big happiness. The crowd listened, eyes wide. People clapped and some nodded, touched by her words. Alara realized her story wasn't just hers. It was for everyone. By 35, her blog grew into a place where thousands shared their thankful stories. A mom who felt stronger because of daily thanks. A worker who found calm in a busy life. Alara turned her notebook idea into a little book. Seeds of Thanks. It didn't sell millions, but it helped people who read it. They sent her thank you letters, which made her smile. Her strong mind helped her through tough times. A job change, a health scare. She stayed steady when others might have given up. People respected her, not because she was super smart or loud, but because she was kind and kept going. When anyone asked her secret, she'd smile and say, "No secret. I just said thank you every day and didn't quit." Looking back, Alara saw the truth. One thank you a day makes you happier. One kind act makes people love you. One good thought takes you far. Happiness isn't in luck or shortcuts. It's in what you do every day. Now when she walks through the city, people smile at her, but inside, she remembers the woman who felt less than everyone else, who almost gave up. She thinks of sitting with her grandmother, watching the note fill up. That moment started it all. One thank you doesn't seem like much, but many thank yous change everything. Later, Alara started teaching other students, coworkers, even strangers in the park. She shared what she learned. Don't look for quick fixes. Don't give up if things seem slow. Small words aren't small, they're like seeds. With time they grow into a forest of happiness. Her story spread, parents told their kids. Teachers shared it in class. Workers talked about it during long days. The woman who thought she'd never be happy became a living example of how thanks can change a life. This story shows us great things don't come from never failing or sudden wins. They come from getting up each day and saying one thank you, no matter how tiny. Every small act matters more than you think. Happiness isn't about being fast. It's about keeping on. Take your steps, and one day you'll see how far you've gone. If this story touched your heart, please like, share it with a friend, and subscribe to the channel for more stories that lift you up and show what's possible.